Welcome to On a Positive Note. Each week, we'll bring you the latest in gospel and Christian industry news, as well as in-depth interviews. Now, here's your host, Sarah Hearn.
RCA Inspiration forges a new partnership. An entrepreneur gives HBCU students a wonderful gift. A new movie shines the spotlight on a gospel legend, and I'll tell you what Harry Connick Jr. has been up to lately. Let's dive right in. Stellar Award winner and celebrated praise and worship anthem writer Todd Delaney has returned with a brand new single, Revelation 4. Here's what Delaney says about that. The book of Revelation gives us very specific visuals of what's happening around God's throne. I'm honored to be able to turn those words into a chorus that the whole world will sing for generations to come. RCA Inspiration announced a strategic partnership with the entertainment company Marquise Boone Enterprises to release upcoming projects from Kalante Gavin and Fresh Start Worship. The first release in 2021 will be a full-length album from Kalante Gavin, as well as a single from the Fresh Start Worship Group. PBS's new series, The Black Church, is a two-part series that reveals the broad history and culture of the Black Church and explores African-American faith communities on the front lines of hope and change. Hosted by Henry Louis Gates Jr., the series features interviews with Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock, Cornel West, Pastor Shirley Caesar, Reverend Al Sharpton, Yolanda Adams, B.B. Winan, Evelyn Brooks Higginbotham, Bishop T.D. Jakes, and so many more. Part 1 airs Tuesday, February 16th at 9 p.m., and it concludes with Part 2 on Wednesday, February 17th, also at 9 p.m. on PBS, so just check your local listings for that. Here's news you've probably been waiting for. Lifetime's highly anticipated gospel biopic, Robin Roberts Presents Mahalia, will feature an impressive list of Broadway stars, including Tony Award nominee, SAG, and Grammy Award-winning actress Danielle Brooks, who will star as Mahalia, the gospel legend and civil rights trailblazers. The movie airs Saturday, April 3rd at 8 p.m. That's on Lifetime. When the pandemic hit in 2020, Harry Connick Jr. retreated to his home studio during the lockdown and came out with an album of new music. The collection of gospel songs, Alone with My Faith, will be released on March 19th. Connick wrote and arranged all of the songs, played every instrument, and sang every part. It also became a family affair. Both the album cover and the first video, Amazing Grace, were conceived and directed by Harry's daughter, Georgia Connick. Here's some really good news. 24-year-old entrepreneur, investor, and former Morehouse student Bryce Thompson awarded $100,000 in scholarships to 10 students at historically black colleges and universities, that's HBCUs, to kick off Black History Month. Yes, you heard it right. Powered by Thompson's IAMS Foundation and support from the Scholarly app, the scholarship search launched last fall with the intention of helping ease the financial burden of college tuition amid the negative impacts of a global pandemic, racial violence, and skyrocketing unemployment. We celebrate the work that Bryce Thompson is doing. Head on over to positivelygospel.com where I tell the full story. As we head into Valentine's Day, Independent Gospel Artists Alliance co-founder and recording artist Philip Carter and IGAA have been hosting IGAA Hope, 14 Days of Love Experience. You can tune in to the IGAA Hope Network on Facebook or on YouTube. It airs nightly at 8 p.m. and is just 15 minutes of fun and inspiration. There's even a couples game challenge, so be sure to check it out. Before I end the podcast today, I'd like you to know that in the coming weeks, we are adding an Indies Lounge segment to this podcast. The segment will feature established and up-and-coming independent gospel artists. It will be an opportunity for you to learn about them and the music that they're producing. So, until next week, stay positive.
Thanks for joining us this week for On a Positive Note. The show is executive produced by Sarah Hearn and is a Divine Studios production. Subscribe to our show so you'll never miss an episode. Also, be sure to visit our website, positivelygospel.com, to keep up with the latest news. Be sure to tune in for our next episode.